So the overdose epidemic is an issue in Dane County and Wisconsin. Just in 2020, we lost 139 people to an overdose, and so this definitely is a problem, and it's still happening, and it's just increasing.
So I'll share that. Here at Fitch-Rona, we see probably about an average of 5 to 8 a month of all patients we're called out to, and those are just the ones we know about, or the ones that involve EMS. So we are seeing it. It is out there, but even just those local statistics, that's what we hear in the city of Fitchburg, city of Verona area.
These are overdose aid kits. They have reversal drug called Narcan in them for someone experiencing an overdose. They also have recovery resources, fentanyl test strips, a breathing mask to use when you do administer Narcan to someone experiencing an overdose, and then some other resources in there, like how to connect to the African American Opioid Coalition, Public Health Madison-Dane County, and emergency management. Yes, this is a problem, and what we're trying to do is raise awareness about the resources, and not only just the problem of overdose, but the ability for people to get connected to recovery through Safe Communities. We have a recovery coaching program. There's other peer support services in Dane County as well, but we think it's really important to include resources in the O.A.K boxes that can connect people to other people who have lived experience of substance use challenges so that they can eventually get connected to whatever recovery pathway best suits them. We're not the very first ones throughout the country. There's other boxes that have resources like this, but we had a partnership with a woman who came up with the title Overdose Aid Kit because we want to make sure these resources are publicly available to everyone. Oftentimes it's difficult to say that someone wants Narcan because of that stigma. I think we alluded to that already, but just making sure we can have them in fire stations, bars, and restaurants in Dane County and get them geographically distributed so everyone has access to the life-saving Narcan.
We're trying to get them in publicly accessible vestibules in fire departments and EMS agencies so that the public can access these resources in a non-stigmatizing way and in an anonymous way.
It's a great partnership that EMS and fire agencies in the county have with both the county and Safer Communities. As something we've been pushing for the last couple of years. We've talked about the Leave a Dose programs. When EMS encounters potential overdose patients, we can leave Narcan with family members. We can leave that with the patient. This is just another opportunity that our fire and EMS agencies are able to provide for public access, that people we don't even have to interact with, that these two organizations are able to get that information out. And know that they are welcome, right? A safer place in our safer communities is always that fire and EMS station.
Narcan is legal. Obviously, anyone can access it. You're not going to be policed if you go and just get Narcan to support a family member or a friend or someone who might experience an overdose. I have Narcan in my car and my backpack. A lot of folks have buttons that say I carry Narcan as well. So this is something that you can have on you. But we do kind of realize the stigma when folks kind of come up to resource tables and clarify like, oh, I'm not struggling. This is for somebody else. And that's okay. I kind of meet that with like compassion and still share the resources, but anyone who thinks that someone might have an issue can share Narcan with them or the other resources in the box. So some other resources in the box are cards to connect with Safe Communities recovery coaching program. For anyone experiencing an addiction or a mental health issue related to substance use, you can call this line. This is also available to family members and friends of someone who might be struggling. So if you're not the person who's struggling specifically or directly, you can connect with a peer support specialist and they can walk you through how to support a loved one. That 24/7 helpline is 888-811-3689, extension 1, or 608-228-1278. And again, that's the Safe Communities Recovery Coach helpline for you if you're struggling with substances or for a family member or friend who's supporting someone who also might be struggling. In addition to the helpline resources in the box, we have information from Public Health on safer use. So for folks who are still using drugs or substances, we have fentanyl test strips included in the boxes. Part of Safe Communities' larger campaign focused on fentanyl and other substances that get mixed into substances people are using is called the No Fentanyl campaign. That's KNOW, so a play off knowledge. We want to educate and provide knowledge to the community about the fact that fentanyl is in a lot of substances. And so for people who are using, it's really important to have testing strips to test those substances to know if that substance is in there. So public health also has information on a card, safer drug use, and it's accordion style. It opens up to include other ways to slow down when you're using substances, and then how to access fentanyl testing strips.
It was piloted originally by Fitch-Rona EMS, and they have done an excellent job the past 2 years in providing for their community and supporting their community. What public health found between 2018 and 2020, a third of the people that died were visited by EMS within 30 days of them dying. So it just provides that opportunity for intervention and just being able to provide those resources when they need them the most.
You know, the challenge of changing that, providing or enabling substance abusers or providing them with medications when there's, you know, so many other medications out there. The comment was made, I would like my EpiPens for free as well. And it's part of the education. I would love to be able to provide you your EpiPen for free. Right now I can't. I can do this. And even our own providers, our public safety providers, right? We can see patients multiple times. It's part of that education that Kaylee talked about of, you know, maybe this is the time that we're able to keep that patient alive, that family is able to convince them to go get help. So this is the time we're going to give them, we can provide them that good information, and it's going to work. So we're able to do this. So again, we kind of have a policy or a protocol in place. It is a no questions asked. Here it is. We can leave it, family and friends, and then that is actually then replaced through the county, through all those other chains statewide that help really support this program. As far as our O.A.K boxes, right, this is brand new to us. This box has been up here at the Verona Fire Station at 101 Lincoln Street in Verona, the entryway, available 24/7, climate controlled. Like most of our fire stations, you can't get anywhere beyond the vestibule, but you can get in the entryway 24 hours a day. So you come in here, you grab what you need, and you just head back out. Again, no questions asked. And then this is just a project, again, spearheaded by the county to try to get them as widely available as we possibly can.
The Safe Communities website has the O.A.K box locations on our homepage right now. There's a button that as soon as you go to safercommunity.net, you'll see the No Fentanyl campaign and then O.A.K boxes locations right underneath that. So we have an interactive map where you can scroll over all of the locations in Dane County that have O.A.K boxes, and then a list of them below that. So they'll include the location, the phone number, the address, so that you could just go to any of those publicly available locations. If you have a business or an agency or a location that would like to host an O.A.K box, you can do that for free. You can just sign up on the Safe Communities website. We have an easy form to fill out with your contact information. If you would like to list your location publicly on the site, you can do that. Not all sites are listed publicly because they're sometimes residential facilities or recovery houses. And then once you submit that form, Safe Community staff will get in touch with you and offer a Narcan training so that when people are actually coming to get the Narcan and resources, you can share with them how to actually administer Narcan once you receive that training. The O.A.K boxes through Safe Communities are just for Dane County because that's funded through the opioid settlement dollars for Dane County specifically. Campus, so UW-Madison has the Naloxone Zone program, so they have some boxes on campus. The O.A.K box program is just one piece of harm reduction, something we're moving towards in Dane County. This is also connected to the Ending Deaths from Despair Coalition work.
And if you're a fire station or an EMS station that has a vestibule like this and you would like an O.A.K kit in there, then feel free to reach out to me, Kaylee Peterson at Emergency Management.